Hey developers, welcome to DevCovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, Page Agent, an in-page agent from Alibaba that lets you control web interfaces with natural language. Imagine just telling a website what you want to do instead of clicking through complex menus. This project is a fascinating look into the future of user interaction, and it's gaining huge attention for making that future a reality today. Imagine adding an AI assistant to your website. And what if it was as simple as pasting just one line of code? No need for backend rewrites, no browser extensions, no complex infrastructure. Well, a new open source project is making this a reality, and it's challenging how we think about user interface automation. The project is called Page Agent, and it comes from the team at Alibaba. At its core, it's a JavaScript agent that lives right on the page, allowing users to control web interfaces with natural language. The developer community has taken notice. The project has already rocketed past 22,431 stars, and at one point, it gained an incredible 1,110 stars in a single day. That kind of rapid growth shows just how much interest there is in its unique approach. So, what's the core problem that Page Agent is trying to solve? It's the high barrier to entry for adding AI assistants to websites. In the past, if you wanted natural language control, you had to build a complex backend, or force users to install a browser extension, or maybe lean on a heavy automation framework. All of those solutions are expensive, slow, and create a lot of friction. Page Agent's approach is completely different. It operates entirely inside the user's browser as a lightweight JavaScript library. Everything happens on the client side. This simple shift makes deployment dramatically easier and lowers the technical bar for everyone. The design philosophy behind Page Agent is actually quite simple and elegant. Instead of using screenshots and complex multimodal models, it relies on a text-based understanding of the web page. Here's how that works. When a user gives a command, the agent first analyzes the website's Document Object Model, or DOM. It scans for interactive elements like buttons and forms, gives each one a unique ID, and then converts this entire structure into a clean, text-only summary. That text summary, along with the user's original command, is then sent to a large language model, or LLM. The project even lets developers bring their own LLM so they can connect to services like GPT or Claude. The LLM then sends back a simple command, something like click ID number 15. Finally, the agent's JavaScript code executes that action directly in the browser. It's like giving the AI a text-only blueprint of the web page instead of a picture, and just asking it to find the right door. This text-first approach is incredibly efficient, requires no special permissions, and is the real secret to its lightweight design. The real-world applications for this are immediate and very practical. For example, a SaaS company could embed an AI copilot into its product with just a few lines of code. This would let users perform complex actions with a single sentence. In the enterprise world, you could use it to automate tedious form filling in ERP or CRM systems. It also presents a powerful way to improve accessibility, allowing users to navigate any website using just voice commands. And because it's only a JavaScript library, the barrier to entry is almost non-existent. A developer can get a basic demo up and running just by adding a single script tag to their HTML. The community's reaction has been overwhelmingly positive. Developers are praising its incredibly low integration barrier, with some calling it installing AI with one line of code. Many are also seeing clear benefits for automating repetitive tasks and even for QA testing. However, the conversation isn't all positive. Some are raising valid concerns about security and privacy, especially when sending page content to a third-party LLM. There are also questions about how well it performs on highly complex modern websites. And that brings us to the challenges. Despite its clever design, Page Agent does face some inherent limitations. First, its reliance on a text-based map of the DOM might cause it to struggle with modern web apps. Think of sites with virtual scrolling or tons of dynamic content. The agent could easily miss elements that are visible to the user. Second, the architecture is vulnerable to prompt injection. A malicious actor could potentially trick the LLM into generating harmful commands. And finally, the very nature of LLMs is non-deterministic. This can make debugging a nightmare when an action fails, creating real maintenance headaches down the road. So, in the end, PageAgent offers a lightweight, flexible, and powerful new way to add natural language control to web apps. It's not meant to replace traditional automation tools. Instead, it's pioneering a whole new category of client-side, interactive web enhancement. It's a project that is making AI-powered user experiences more accessible than ever before.
That's all for today's DevCovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.